According to the Ohio Attorney General, it isn't illegal to open carry a handgun like this one, but as soon as you conceal it, that's of course when you need the concealed carry license. Once you have the license, you can carry as many handguns as you like, as long as you can carry them on you safely. 4.7 million Americans get bit by a dog every year. Thousands of them are postal workers. I'm live at Sit Mean Sit getting tips to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Whoa! John, we better go to weather, buddy. Oh!
Let's just stay with you for a while, Joe. I'm liking this.
It's 6:31 on your Finally Friday morning. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm Joe Galli, sitting in for Abby Palturpin. She has the day off. We're following lots of stories here on WNWO News. Let's get right into your headlines. She's actually eating for 2 or maybe even 3. She's so pregnant, she's about ready to pop, and that means she's making some camel's milk. There she is.
There she is.
Look how beautiful she is. Business owners say it costs anywhere from $300 to $500 to get this wall painted over and over again, and that's a cost that no small business owner can afford. Now to a WNWO exclusive. In recent weeks, at least 3 dentists nationwide have prompted health investigations. That's after concerns surfaced that they had possibly put patients at risk by improperly cleaning equipment and other issues. So how can you make sure that you don't end up with a dirty dentist? Here's WNWO's Angie Gonzalez. Some bad news for Ohio motorists. They're going to end up paying more at the pump this week. A gallon of regular gas was running about $3.68 in Monday's survey from the Automobile Club. That's 12 cents higher than last week. Experts say a better than expected jobs report last week and other factors pointed to the growth, which pushed oil prices even higher. Extra, extra.
Extra, extra.
Read all about it.
Yeah, about it.
That's good enough for me. The story right now this morning is this wind. Like Brittany said, it is just cold to the bone. The thermostat inside the car is set about 30 degrees outside, but you know what? This wind makes it feel a lot less than that. It's a little loud over here because fire crews are still at work right now trying to get this fire fully taken out of this abandoned house that is right here on Western Avenue, just east of the Anthony Wayne Trail. I'm going to get out of the way, try to give you a live look at what's going on right now. Now, there's an abandoned house behind this building that caught fire. Now, that house is a total and complete loss. Now, this house was entirely boarded up. There was a completely abandoned house. Now, they were worried that this fire might spread to the home next to it, the white home next to it, and to this other building that's to its right. Now, the other building on the right actually did have occupants on the inside of it, and fire crews, as you can see on that door there, they have had to cut in to this door to get that person out to make sure that they were aware. Now, the back of that building was said to be damaged from the fire from the abandoned house, but it is that looks recoverable. The abandoned house in the back is a total and complete loss, but the good news from this fire is Toledo fire crews tell me that there were absolutely no injuries with this. Well, they tried to do me a favor and let me get up here on top of Gracie, but she's definitely having a case of the Monday. She's indoors right now. Typically people give it a nice ride on her outdoors, and so she's a little irritated right now with me. Rita Holloway has to step out of her house in West Toledo and look at this every day.
Every time they paint over it, they come back and tag it again.
Members of the Toledo Police Gang Unit say this is the work of local gangs in the area, marking their territory.
I've seen the police over here numerous times chasing these guys around here. When we first moved here, you know, there was a couple of shootings.
She's not alone. Area residents and business owners all over Greater Toledo have become victims of graffiti. One of them is Bill Albring. His family has owned an industrial laundromat business in the South End for more than 15 years.
We left it outside, and it was just a matter of like 2 days, and they graffitied the truck and the side of our building.
Other area residents are upset over the influx of what they believe to be gang activity.
You have all these gangbangers that's moving out here and forming gangs out here and stuff. It should be an awareness to that.
This insurance agency on Navarre has been hit with graffiti several times over the years.
We try to keep the appearances as nice as possible, but as soon as we do, a few weeks later it comes back. It's as if they have nothing better to do. Business owners say it costs anywhere from $300 to $500 to get this wall painted over and over again, and that's a cost that no small business owner can afford. Officers in the Toledo Police Gang Task Force say it's a mixed bag of suspects that commit these crimes.
I think we've seen more of the tagging or the skaters, more graffiti and less of the gang graffiti. For gang graffiti, we've actually seen a decrease in the last 5 years.
Members of the gang unit say there are ways that residents and business owners can tell the difference between youthful rebellion and territorial gang markings.
You can tell sometimes just because it is common, if you see a Blood or a Crip name on there, that would indicate everybody knows that's a gang name.
But what's being done to solve the problem? Waymer Farmer and Ben Hester Jr. hold self-improvement workshops in the community. They are trying to steer youths that are in danger of falling into a gang lifestyle.
And what we're witnessing out here in the behavior of these kids is spiritually bankrupt, emotionally bankrupt, and the end result is mentally bankrupt kids.
We just try to offer them a lifeline, alternative path, an outlet, something different than they're used to.
Most residents I talked with agree that an upgraded police presence is only part of the solution.
There needs to be something more done, some more involvement. Like they used to say, it takes a village to raise the children. Well, where's our village?
The Toledo Police Gang Unit says there has been a decrease in gang activity in and around Toledo over the past 5 years. But for residents like Rita Holloway, seeing these acts of vandalism is a constant reminder of their presence. I'm Joe Galli for WNWO News. Cutie the Chihuahua was in dire straits when she came to the Lucas County dog warden. The small dog was unable to give birth to 2 puppies and had to have expensive emergency surgery to remove the deceased pups before she died along with them. Cutie was saved, but other dogs aren't so lucky.
A lot of dogs are euthanized that are extremely injured or ill. So the emergency clinic will get them in and they're in really bad shape and then euthanize them.
Dozens of dogs need expensive emergency surgeries throughout the year. That's why the dog warden's office set up Cutie's Fund, a special earmark for donations used to help dogs that need immediate emergency treatment.
We're going about our day and then all of a sudden we have a dog with a gunshot or a dog with a broken leg or an emaciated dog that can't stand. It does happen pretty regularly, and we want to help as many of those guys as we can.
The dog warden got their first donation of $5,000 this morning, but they are looking for the community to step up and help out with the effort.
Everybody's got to pay the bills. We have to, keep our operation rolling, and if we spent $1,400 on every dog that came in, clearly that wouldn't work.
You can make donations in person at the dog warden's office on South Erie Street. In downtown Toledo, I'm Joe Galli with WNWO News. That is the newly redesigned Jeep Grand Cherokee. It, along with the Compass and Grand Cherokee SRT, are the new lineup for Jeep in 2014. 2012 saw record sales for the SUV company, and company executives say the support of Jeep loyalists coupled with social media helped them retake some top spots in the auto industry.
One of the unique things about our customers is the passion that they show for our brand and for our vehicles. As an example, we ended 2012 with nearly 3 million fans on Facebook.
A part of the discussion at the North American International Auto Show is what was going to replace the Liberty line at the Toledo North Assembly plant.
The Liberty line is going to be replaced with what I think will become a segment-defining SUV at about middle of this year. In terms of its name, we haven't announced that yet, but we're incredibly excited.
Recently, reports have surfaced of jobs that might be taken away from the Glass City and head overseas to China and Russia. Executives say these allegations are unfounded and ungrounded.
But the U.S. demand is strong. North America, we sell Jeeps out of Toledo to all over the world. The Wrangler's sold all over the world, as will the new vehicle that will be built shortly. I would tell the Toledo workers that we have your back. We're designing products that are as relevant as can be, modern, full of new technology. So we're not going to give up an inch. If anything, we think the market share is still ours to grab.
Executives at Jeep say that sales for Toledo-made Jeep Wranglers like this 10th anniversary Rubicon edition is what made it possible for them to go ahead and make upgrades to the other 3 lines that they announced here today. In truth, vehicles made here in Toledo had a lot to do with Jeep's recent success. A success that Jeep feels will shift the gears of the auto industry and blaze a trail of profitability for Jeep and the people who work for them. In Detroit, I'm Joe Galli for WNWO News.